be right with you guys. Just trying to straighten up around here. Smoothie. More stuff for them to go upstairs. And this stuff goes. It's gonna be a great show. You know why? Because I'm on it. And my dog is not in my dressing room where he can tear up everything. Although I managed to drop a few rings from my jewelry show and he managed to eat them. So. No. See, he's already at it. He's already grabbing stuff. Anything you can put his little mouth on. That's what happens. Two naughty dogs. Naughty dogs. Anyway, I'm Mermaid Princess 8 and I sell whatnot. Little this, little that. I've done some watches, I've done watch parts, I've done a dog show, I've done a vintage jewelry show, and I've done a contemporary jewelry show, and I'm still learning and I'm still struggling and I'm still just trying different things. And I just think there's a need out there for vintage candy and foreign candy. You can't just get it at your local Piggly Wiggly. And if you have a local Piggly Wiggly, I'm really sorry about that. So I pulled back the camera so you could see everything. And instead of listing them ahead of time and filling in all the details and stuff, I guess Whatnot said, or no, actually Chat GPT, that said instead of doing that, I could do it on the fly. Like as the show's going on, I can take a picture of the item, but it still seems like I would have to take not only the picture, but fill in all the details for each picture. So I don't know how it's going to go. It might not go. And if it doesn't go, then I'll fix it and I'll start over tomorrow. So raise your hand if you like candy. All right, what's that song? I want candy. I want candy. Who sang that? I can't remember all of a sudden. Some weird obscure band. Anyway, is it time to get on with it? Does the timer thing say? It sucks to not have good eyes. Say something. Hello, hello. I didn't say start the show, but I guess it's already started. So what am I supposed to do? Because there's nothing in the ship. So, well, that's stupid. Okay, well, this is what we're gonna do. I'm going to show you guys all the items, and then let you look at them and try to post pictures as we go and see if that works. I don't know. I don't know what else to do. Okay. So the first item up for bids. Oh, you know what else? I guess if I don't have pictures, I don't have the starting bid for the auction. Well, how's that supposed to work? Anyway, the starting bid for, well, I'll just have to tell you as I go along because they're different. So let's just start right here. This is the Dip and Lick Fast Burger Lollipop with candy powder, strawberry flavored. No, not hamburger flavored, as you would think, which would be disgusting if you had hamburger powder and you were dipping like a pickle flavored stick in it. Anyway, it's cool, it's funky, it's different. You need it. Or your kids need it if your kids are into all that crazy stuff. But now, if you're more like into vintage stuff, like me, you might be more interested in, say, these here Razzles. When I found these, I was so excited. I've been like scavenger hunting all over the city for vintage and foreign candy. And when I saw these, it took every ounce of energy I had to not keep them and eat them. So I'm like, okay, if I can sell these, then I'll go buy myself another pack. So the bidding on the Razzles is going to start at $2. And the same with the hamburger. They're both going to start at $2. All right, I'm going to do this. If anybody has any great advice on how I can go through this without having to take a picture and a description of every item, do we do one at a time? Well, I want to show you everything though. Okay. Also, me being a Gen Xer, I've always loved Smarties. These are the giant Smarties. I mean, it's like triple the fun of a Smartie. Bidding starts at $1. And you're gonna have to remember what I said the bidding start at because I might not remember. I know. I'll do the ones that are starting at $1 altogether first. So this is another thing. So I said I love Smarties. So we have the jumbo Smarties, and now we have Mega Smarties Lollipop Original. So it's Smarties smashed up into a lollipop. Isn't that awesome? So, just don't bite it because then it's going to all fall apart. You got to just lick it slowly. Okay? The only other thing I have that I'm starting at $1 are my vintage rock candy. I ate this stuff like a kid, like crazy. My tongue was always different shades of the rainbow. So these two come together because, I couldn't decide, boy or girl. So one of each. So bidding starts at $1 for those two rock candies. Now we're going to go up to the items that are going to start bidding at $2. And I think he has a question. I've got to like squinch my eyes to see because I can't see that far. Okay, starting at $2. Actually, yeah, starting at $2, I have this wild, funky, and crazy. It is called Coco's Confections and Novelty, Squeezy, Paint Pop, Green Apple, Lollipop, and Gel Candy. So I think the point of this is you open it up and you paint your tongue. That's the only thing. If I go into paintbrush, it's gel, and then I think there's powder. Oh, no, wait, there's gel. There's no powder. I think it's all just green gel. So you're just painting your tongue with green gel. I mean, what a fun thing to do on a Saturday night, You got nothing better to do. Get all the colors and do a rainbow. Just a suggestion. Okay, all the other items, not all of them. These are the lot of the ones that start at $3. These are weird. Amos 4D, 4D, 3D plus delicious gummy blocks. Fun play with real fruit juice, mixed fruit flavors. Hey, it won the International Taste Institute Superior Taste Award. Fun play with real fruit juice. So look how cool that is. You can play with them, and then once they're all dirty, from your dirty, germy fingers, you can eat them. I love this. I almost wanted to buy these too. Okay, so also starting at $3, Yeah, I'd never seen this dude before. We all know these twirly swirly pops. I love these. I still love these. But this one has a bonus twirly swirly straw attached to it. So when you're done with the pop, you got a swirly thing. You don't have to throw away the stick and wipe your eyes from your disappointment that it's over, because now you can have a swirly straw. Isn't that awesome? Can I hear somebody say, isn't that awesome? Awesome. $3 will be starting that one. $3 will be starting the Sour Goo Dunkers Sour Goo Dip Gummy Worms Blue Raspberry flavor. So, I figured all these ahead of time. I'm going to sit here and go, oh, what does this do? This is a bunch of sour worms, and you dip them in the blue glue jelly. Or you could take the paintbrush with the green glue, and you could dip it in the blue glue, and you could have a blue glue, maybe like a turquoise tongue, just mix it up. Mix all these candies up. Also starting at $3, we have something that I feel like I saw as a kid. It looks very familiar, and they brought it back. Soda can, fizzy candy, orange, lemon, grape, and cola. I think I loved the cola the best. So it's even got little tabs on the top, like pop, a real pop can. And there's 6 of them in here. $3 starting bid. $3 starting bid on the Tajubu Gummy Strings Sour Fruity Rainbow, made with fruit juice. Don't you love the way they throw that in there? I'm going to go get my children some healthy food for their lunchbox today. Well, this one says made with fruit juice, so this counts as an orange or an apple, right? I mean, come on. Parents, I've worked in the schools. I've worked the lunch hour at the schools, and kids will have literally nothing but a ding dong, a candy bar, and a package of real fruit jello or something, and like a juice box, not a real juice box, but a sugar box of sugar water. Oh, I got so mad. But the kids in first grade, so what am I going to do? Beat them up? But I wanted to just say, would you bring your mother down here, because we need to talk about your lunchbox. This is child abuse. Anyway, sorry, I'm getting on my rant there. So here they are. They're basically, what are those other things called that are stringy and sour? I can't remember now, but that's what they are. They're stringy and sour and apparently healthy. So, okay, these last two, I wanted to start the auction at $4 because I just was blown away by how cool they are. The first one are called peelables. Now, I was dying to open these, but you peel and reveal. So apparently there's these shapes like bears and dinosaurs and stuff, and they're enclosed in like a gummy rubbery box, and which I assume is edible. I guess I didn't read that part. I assume the outside is edible. Maybe you better double check on that. See if it says, that the outside is full of protein and calcium or something. But you unwrap the little guy and pop him in your mouth. I just think that is bizarre. Now, these come from somewhere. A lot of these come from different places, so I'm not going to spend a lot of time on that. But anyway, I'm looking at them because I'm still so fascinated by them. So they are roly-poly slappers. Create fun fillers. I don't know how these work. Okay, so I think that these are like the wrapper. This is like the outside. These are the outside wrappers. Mango, cucumber, watermelon, blueberry, orange, hibiscus, tamarind, guava, soft candy lollipops with chamoy mega original. And then it's got chamoy sauce. What the heck is this? Is this trying to be like a vegetable, maybe? Like a tomato sauce, and they're trying to call it a vegetable with vitamin C? I don't know. When you buy these and get these home, you're going to have to read the directions because there's no words. It just kind of shows you um, step 1 through 4, where it looks like you're wrapping whatever you want in these flexible wrappers. I don't know. Maybe fill it with refried beans and cheese. I don't know. I've never seen these before. $5. Didn't I say $5? $5 on these two to start? Okay. I can guess what I said. So now what I'm going to try to do, I'm telling you guys, it's just, I don't know how they think this is going to work. But, Oops. Yeah, I've still got to fill out all of the categories. Oops. Candy. Next. Title. Smarty Pop. Smarty Pants. Smarty. My teachers always gave us Smarties because they thought we were smart. You get it. They loaded us with sugar. They also beat us to death. Well, not to death, just slightly beat us. Yum is the description. It is an auction. And it is lightweight little trucker there, which I love. I love selling lightweight things. Now can I publish it? Pin it? There's the option. Oh man, this is this isn't gonna work. Anyway, you've got 2 minutes to bid. I didn't even put the start. Oh yeah, I did. Starting bid was $1 for the Smarties Smarty Pop that you could just lick all day and it won't go away. Oh my god, that could be like a jingle for some company. Lick it all day and it won't go away. It could also be a little bit inappropriate. Let's see. Is anybody in here? A couple of you in here. Only $1 for this guy. And a very small amount for shipping. You want one of these, or you've never had one and you want to try it, or you remember them, or you want to give them to your kids or your grandkids and say, this is what we used to eat when I had to walk 2 miles to school up the hill back way. Well, how's it go? Up the hill both ways in the 6 feet of snow. So give them this and they will love you. Okay, so you've got a minute left to think about it, and now there's only one of you, and it's going to get away, and nobody's going to get it. So sad. So sad. I already forgot what was $1. These things were $1. Okay, then. Do, do, do. I want candy. I want candy. Sing it. This is, what is this stuff called again? Ice? No, rock. Rock candy. Oh, and they also had those candies that looked like rocks, but you could eat them. Ugh, those grossed me out. I don't want to eat no rock. Rubbish. No. No, you still have to put a description. So we say, yum. Okay? Yum and done. It doesn't weigh anything. It's an auction. It's starting at $1. Barely weighs anything. Save. Why do I have to go through all this? It's such a pain in the ass. Anyway, there they are. Pin it. And stop the auction. And we're going to do this one for 1.5 minutes. Oh! So there we go. 2 rock candies, which will bring you way back. And you can sword fight. You guys ever sword fight with them? And then you break a piece off on the floor and eat it anyway. Yeah, childhood. Good times. What's happening now? Anybody want to buy the rock candy for $1? You've got a minute to think about it. It's a big decision. I mean, you could, if you wanted, go to the Dollar Tree and buy. Oh, no, not anymore. Now, if you go to the Dollar Tree, it's $1.25. There's nowhere you can go to buy something for $1. I don't know. Maybe the grocery store or a pack of gum. That's all I can think of. But this rock candy is like, it's a classic. You need it. Everyone needs it. You've got 22 seconds to show me how much you need this. And then I guess the other one is also put up there, right? They're both put up there at the same time. You guys know. I don't know what I'm doing. Okay. So, rock candy, yum. Nobody wants to. Nobody needs to. So what else did I say started at $1? I think that was gonna be the Smarties. The Smarties. Take photo. They're just in the Smarties mood today, boys and girls. Oh, can't publish. Nope. We must say all the things. That it is candy. It is Smarties. Smarties. I don't even know how to spell it. Candy. That's how you describe it, as sour, powdery, frickin' delicious. Delicious. And, you know, this is another one starting at $1. Look, we did it. We did it. Third auction. So yeah, we'll do 2 minutes. Sorry, this isn't the most efficient way to do this. I know. I mean, you guys could go watch something on Netflix, but really, isn't it all just the same stuff over and over? Play a video game. It's bad for you to blow people up with blood and guts everywhere. It's not good for your brain, your soul. Stop it. Get on these auctions and feel happy with buying some candy. Candy. Smarties would be the smartest one in town. You can give your kids both the Smarties and the Smarties lollipop and let them fight over it. Which would you pick? It's a big. There might be more product in this. But you can suck on these too. You don't have to chew on these and dissolve them immediately. I don't know. They're just delicious. Just delicious. And you know what? If I don't sell all this stuff, you know what I'm gonna do? Like this, what I'm gonna do? Think I'm gonna give it away? Huh? Think I'm gonna like go down to some shelter and give it to poor children? No, 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 no. I will eat it. I will eat it all. And then I'll report back to you guys how delicious it was and how you missed out. Anyway, 40 seconds for the Smarties before we move on to the $2 items, which I think I've already buried. Actually, I don't remember which ones were the $2 items and which ones were the $3 items. Oops. Okay. Anybody interested? Because I'm just gonna go on to the next product, which is the Razzles gum. Oh, it's gum. God, I totally forgot that. Did you guys remember that when I was talking about that? Whoa. Why is it? Oh, take the picture first and then add the phone. And then you still gotta pick the kitty, and you have to describe it. What? I said candy. I don't know what candy was. I said candy. Next. Yum, yum, yum. I'm just putting in the whole bunch of crap that you have to do on every single item so that we can now pin it and start the auction. And since there's not very many people in here, we're not going to do this for much longer. Anyway, these are the Razzles. I loved these as a kid. And I was thinking they were just like sweet tart things. But now I remember they start out like a sweet tart and they turn into gum. Now, we're not talking like Bubblicious or Hubba Bubba. We're talking a very chalky, chunky, hard kind of gum. It wasn't like. But the best part was chewing the Razzles and then like watching them form into gum. That was cool. Is this one supposed to be healthy too? Oh look, protein 0. Not a significant source of anything. Really, it's just a bunch of fake. Oh, I shouldn't tell you this. I shouldn't tell you all these terrible things. But it is peanut and gluten free. Hey, there you go. There's a healthy thing. Now you gotta buy these because they're healthy. Gluten free and peanut allergy. That's just great. Anyway, I love these. And if nobody buys them, I will not. I will definitely, for sure, keep them. Yeah. Anyway, I'm so lost right now. Because I showed you guys everything once, and now I don't remember how much I said I was going to start at. Oh boy, I gotta write these things down. Write them down. Put it in the front of the. I can't even get them in the front of the thing. There we go. Chip, 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 chip. Candy. Blocks. And the description, what are we going to say? Yum. Yum, yum. Okay, these were starting bid. These were $3, I think, starting bid. And then the shipping has to go in here. It might be 4 ounces, but I doubt it. Anyway, these gummy blocks, they're just cool. And if you've got a kid or grandkids with an Easter basket in their horizon, I mean, they'd be getting so much cool stuff that their friends don't get. Their friends are just going to be getting the Cadbury eggs full of all that white goop. Those are disgusting. And they're going to get those chocolate bunnies that aren't actually real chocolate. God, I mean, just think of the horrible things out there that America puts out for candy. They're not going to get these cool gummy blocks. I mean, what can you build with these on Easter? So much fun. I would get these for my kid for their Easter blocks. But if you don't want it, that's your prerogative. Where are we? I am really, really lost now. $3. I think these two were $3. No, maybe this one was $2. This one was $2. Shit. I like knocking everything down here. Okay. Create listing. Candy, take the picture. Take the picture. I'm trying. Come on, there we are. Gummy string. Add photo. But no, not yet. Candy title. Strings. They got a big long name, right? Typing all that in. Strings. What are we gonna say? Yum in the description. And then we're going to say starting bid was at $2. And then finally, nope, I still can't publish it. What'd I miss? What'd I miss? I don't even know what. Telling me I'm missing something. And then I gotta sit here and try to figure out what it is. I got a photo, candy, strings. I got auction, starting bid. Why did they all? Oh, I didn't do the shipping. Oh my God, seriously? How do I miss that every time? Eek, eek. Okay, guys, it is time to get on it now for the strings. We're going to go for 1 minute. Start auction. Oh, there's me. So there's me and the strings. I think, yeah, $2 was I starting the bidding at because they're just all kinds of crazy, swirly, squirmish, blue, red, yellow, green. I mean, come on, think of all the colors your children's tongues could be. If you've got like quadruplets, you could just paint each of their tongues with one of these strings and then you wouldn't get them mixed up all the time. I mean, that's a reason right there. Or they could like tie them around their wrist or their neck and make jewelry out of them. I mean, multi-purpose. You could like pretend it's spaghetti and put like pasta sauce over it, try to disguise the sour flavor, and maybe get some vitamin C from the salt from the not salsa. What did I say? The sauce. Yeah. So I guess that was it on that. Okay, so nobody wants the strings, so we move on to next, which is. So we did a burger. I don't think we did the burger. Photo of the burger. Take photo. with one hand. Burger. Add photo. God, I wish there was an easy way to do this. I know I'm gonna learn it. Or not. Burger. Now this could definitely be conceived as a healthy product. But if you put this in your kid's lunchbox, some of those aides walking around are just so exhausted. They're like zombies. And they might think it's an actual hamburger in there. I was one of those aides. And sometimes when you can't see and you're wobbling a little bit and your head is pounding, then you could say, "Good job having a healthy hamburger, son. Good for you." And then they'd all giggle, "If only she knew. Only she knew." But boy, it sure looks like a burger, doesn't it? Just does. All right, let's do a minute and 30 seconds on the burger. Starting bid at $3. So I mean auction, starting auction, that's what I meant to say. So here's our burger. He's a yum yum, $3 starting. Earlier, if you weren't here, which you weren't, we were talking about how these candy companies try to make their candy sound healthy by throwing in funny words, and I can't find anything on this one. Like one of them said, no peanuts and gluten free. So we were like, well, this is healthy. It's just pure sugar. But other than that, this one, let's see. Mm, a lot of sugar. Zero protein, zero vitamin D, zero calcium. Why did they even put it on here if it's all zeros? Anyway, I don't even know how this thing works. It says lollipop with candy powder, strawberry, and then it says twist. So I guess somehow you twist this burger open, and there's something that you can stick in the strawberry powder, and it doesn't taste like greasy hamburger meat with melted cheese running down your arm. I promise. It is not a burger. Do not pretend. Oh, you could pretend. You could pretend. If you didn't want to open it and you got like a preschooler playing kitchen, you guys could play pretend with this until she realizes that it's candy and starts bashing it against the wall to break it open. But I think it's worth it. Just give it a try. Burger Mania. You guys are something else. Where am I? This, let's see. These two guys were starting at $2 for the auction. Here we go. Create listing. Take a photo. Your moto photo to upside down. There they are. And add the photo. Maybe I could just get really fast at this. I could just fly through it. Candy. I said candy. And it's Dunkers. Now these were the ones that reminded me of worms for sure. If your kid likes worms, worm flavored things. Yum is the description for everything. Auction. I think I started at $2. Not what I did last time. Shipping is so low because I try to only ship lightweight items because I don't want you guys to get screwed. So here we go. Bam. Minute and a half. Starting at $2. The sour goo dunkers. It's the lovely worms with the sour candy that makes you pucker. And you dip those little suckers in this blue glue. Or, like I said earlier, you could dip the green paint pop in the blue glue if you wanted to switch it up a little bit. Or you could dip the worms. No, you couldn't because it's coming out of a paintbrush. That wouldn't work. Oh, that's what I was getting ready to talk about anyway, was the paintbrush. It's the Cocoa Confection Novelty Squeezy Paint Pop. So it's basically what looks like a paintbrush, but it's actually candy. And then I guess you squeeze it and the green goo comes out, and then you paint your tongue or your sister's tongue, bedroom wall. I don't know. Don't do anything too crazy. Don't piss mom off. But a lot of these candies go together, multi-purpose, multi-use. I mean, there's no way you can make anything healthy out of this guy because there's just no way. It doesn't even. Oh yeah, it does. Sugar and then colors and then more sugar and more artificial colors and flavors. Welcome to America, huh? But your kids need it. Or you need it because you've got like, I don't know. Did I start the auction? I don't even flipping remember. Did I even start that auction? I just gotta quit flapping my gums. Okay. Did I miss anything? Oh, I did. I missed 2 things, 3 things. Almost done, guys. Almost done torturing you about candy. You've got a minute to get those cool dunkers for $2. $2. And then you take the photo. Take the photo. Oh, look, there it is. Oh, this is the one. That's that coolie swirly pop you loved as a kid. It now comes with a swirly twirly straw when you're done. Isn't that cool? Or you could dip this lollipop in the blue glue, or you could take the green paint pop and you could paint this thing green instead of instead of your tongue. And then when it's all gone and you're sad, well, you have a prize. Look, you have a swirly, twirly, quirly. I mean, everybody loves these. I think even adults do. I don't think I got a good picture. Adults love these things. I mean, lollipops in general are just amazing. They're just, and they're just getting more and more amazing. So we're going to call this Swirl Baby. And then we're going to call it Yum. And these last a long time. I know you guys have had these before. I used to call them unicorn pops, and I always thought they were, yeah, I mean, that's what they were called. Nobody called them anything else. And they came in different colors, and it took me forever to decide. And, but yeah, we didn't get that bonus, that straw bonus. I mean, sometimes it's hard to even get one of these curly whirly straws, except maybe at the Dollar Tree, but they're not going to be $1. They're going to be $1.25 or $1.50 or even more than that. Okay, so Swirl Yum. We got a minute to bid on Swirl Yum. In the meantime, I'm going to take a picture of the soda can. Um, fizzy candy. Fizzy candy. Yummy. Yummy, yummy, yummy. What does this pop up for? I didn't ask that to pop up, did I? This. No. Add product. Quality listing. There we go. I think my phone is tired. Maybe tired like me tired. Boop. Picture. Add photos. And then we gotta go through and put candy, and then we gotta get candy, and then we gotta put cans. These are the cans that they look like real cans too, which is really cool. I don't know if they pop open like real cans. Hopefully they don't explode with fizz like a real can of Coke. That would be surprising. That might even be a good way to make those, is that they just kind of explode with fizz in your face. I mean, You know, and you could videotape that and put that sucker on YouTube. I mean, come on, Facebook, everywhere. Okay, soda can. Eh, did I not start the bidding on? Okay, soda cans are up for bid. Yum, yum, yum. Green. Oh, I said that already, didn't I? The different flavor. Oh, there's 6 of them, and they're. Oh, it says reclosable lid. Well, look at that. But I mean, it never matters. You get your saliva all over it, and then they get all goopy, and the stuff gets all sticky and gross. And this says not for kids 0 to 3, so they might just decide to shove one of these suckers down their throat. So you might not give these to your babies, but they're big kids because they can close them back up and then suck on them later. And then the little hole will get clogged because of their saliva, and then you get a Q-tip and start cramming that down there, trying to clean it out. I'm telling ya. Come on, guys. 40 seconds for a $2 set of bottle soda cans. Delicious. Next item up for bids is starting at $5 because these are so cool, and I guarantee that you cannot find them anywhere because I've never seen them anywhere in my lives. Toot, toot. Took me a while to even figure out what the hell the thing is. But if you look close at the picture, you can figure it out. And these are peelables. And we talked earlier about whether the peelables had edible peeling, or was it just the bear in the middle that was yummy and gummy? And I don't know. It doesn't say. So it looks like it's clear. So it might not taste very good, but who knows? Who knows if you're supposed to eat that stuff or not? What you do is you dare your friend. Hey, I dare you to eat the clear part of this thing. See what happens. I mean, the worst thing that you could get is a sugar overload poisoning thing. Okay. Our auction on the peelables starting at $5. These suckers are groovy. I mean, look at that. And they have all different characters that you peel and all artificially flavored. This one doesn't even try to pretend. Oh, no, wait. No, wait. The ingredients, it says concentrated apple juice, concentrated orange juice. This could replace the fruit in your life. This actually has fruit juice in it. You can let your kid eat this whole thing for dinner and not be guilty at all. Just make sure he brushes his teeth afterwards. So we shall put those aside and see if 42 seconds one more person wants to buy them peelables, because next we are moving on to our last, I'm pretty sure, but least, my favorite item in the listing, because it is definitely the weirdest thing I've ever seen in other countries or in this country. And we'll look at it here in just a second. It's I'm just going to call it the wraps. It's kind of like tortillas. It's kind of like candy tortillas, I guess. I don't know. I'm dying to try one. So if you buy these and I ship them to you and there's one missing, I'm sorry. I just couldn't resist it. I couldn't resist it. I should have bought 2 of everything is what I should have done, because then I could have had some and I could have given you a firsthand experience of how good it is. So I'm going to pin it, and then I'm going to start the auction. And we'll just start the auction at a minute and 30 seconds. Ah! Anyway, maybe you weren't here earlier and you didn't get to see these awesome groovy dudes. They are called Crazy Fruits Roly-Poly Slappers with its own package of chamoy sauce. Is that what it says? Yeah, chamoy mega original sauce. So maybe that's a Taco Bell sauce. Maybe it's a fruit sauce. I have no idea. But these things, each little strip, it's kind of like maybe like a fruit roll up, possibly. And then it shows you the directions. You basically open the thing, and then, well, the directions aren't very good. I'll let you look. But I think it's pretty self-explanatory. You put something inside of this fruit-flavored tortilla-like thing and eat it like that. Or, well, this one they folded into a pocket, so I'm not sure. But anyway, look at these cool flavors: mango, tamarind, guava, cucumber, watermelon, hibiscus, blueberry, and orange. And I'm telling you, there is not a speck of fruit in this, not even close. This is probably the worst, least healthy on the block. Anyway, thanks for joining my show. I'm kind of sad to see you go, but hopefully we'll meet again and you'll buy something. I can't think of a rhyming word for that. Hopefully you will remember Mermaid Princess 8 and come back and see me because that would be great. So, bye bye.